We are good. Okay, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Welcome into Happy Sunday. Hope you had a fantastic Valentine's Day and life is treating you well. All right, we are good to go. I hope everything is looking good on your end. Just renewed your membership. Awesome. Yeah, we're good to go. Let's get some stuff done out of the way real quick. So I have these combos of stuff that I had done earlier. We're going to go to a side view real quick. So we got this little flower that we did here, the very frosty guy. We're going to bring this out. Really nice frosty version. And we got the vase that we did that cracked on me at one point. Still beautiful. Little guy right here. We're going to put the two together real quick. And then I will show you the irises that we are, the tulips that we did. We are going to refine it a little bit. I'm going to try a little bit different tonight, but I still dig these. I think they're freaking cool as hell. I do. I think they're freaking cool. I don't know which one I like better, the gold and silver or the blue. I can't tell. But we're going to work on it. But I am building a full-on, we're building a full-on sculpture with it tonight. Like everything together. We're putting it all together. So it's going to be freaking awesome. But in the meantime, let's get this little vase piece made and go from there. Let's see if I can bring this front and center a little bit. There. Nope, can't see it. Crap. Can't see it there either. Big ass dolphin's in the way. Trying to see where I got a little bit of space. Right there. Nope. Right there. Yeah, it doesn't show it. All right, let's just trim it. And we'll go from there. Going to do the hard trim here. Right about there. Let's see how well that fits in there. I think we got a nice little length. A little too long. Yeah, a little bit. Let's cut it off a little bit more. About a half inch. We'll get this guy started. Sounds really weird. All right, let's pull this off. Trim it up. Right there. So we're going to leave that sit out. I'm going to do a bonus piece that goes in there. So this is a little blue rose. I don't know why I have this sitting here. I don't even remember making it. But it's this little frosty blue guy here. I don't even remember making this, to be honest. But it's got this really shimmer blue to it. We're going to cut that off and put that in the vase as well. I'm going to sell it as a set. Perfect. So just a small version of it. Bring it up, side view. I don't want it really sticking out. I want it kind of low in there. Baby vase. And go back to the dual stream. Let's trim that off. All right, we got those guys all sitting out. All right, let's trim these up a little bit. And then we're going to get started on the project. This project's going to be kind of cool. I actually have a really, really good concept for it. Now we're going to bring this out and melt it off. There we go. I'm in love with this one. I think this one looks so freaking cool. I like that look. I always have. Let's pull this one off right about there. Round that up. I can't wait to get some of the... Can you imagine that in an amber purple? What's up, Grows? How you doing, L to the B? We got John in the house, modding. Who's in here? Let me do my shout-outs. Bayo, how are you? John, hello. How are you doing? Katz, what's up? Melissa, how are you doing? Leslie, what's going on? How are you? Who else do I recognize that's been in here quite a bit? Like Fidel, what's up? Sandollar, what's up? Creative, how are you? Okay, let's get started. I'm really debating. I got this one color I think we could do this out of. It would look really amazing, but I think we're going to do the gold and silver. If I have enough glass. Yeah, I do. Okay, let's go ahead and do the gold and silver first. Let me move some stuff out of the way. My tank's a little wacky. I just put a new liquid tank on, so it's a little wacky at the moment. Okay, we're going to pull that off. Yeah, honestly, I don't know. I really want to do the blue, too. Let's do the blue first. Let's do the blue. Let's get that one out of the way. All right, let's go. So we are making we're going to make the iris first, and then we're going to build the rest of it. So this will be a full-blown sculpture that will be in an acrylic base like the dolphin. So it should look kind of cool. But we're going to try something a little bit different on this. We're going to throw a little unique twist on it. Because it's me. A little bit bigger right there. So we're building the center of the iris right now. Why do I keep saying iris? Tulip. So we're making the tulip, not an iris. Tulip. Okay, let's add a little twist to it. We're gonna grab some uranium. Ooh, there we go. We're gonna put the little dots that are in the center of the tulip. We're gonna make them uranium. So when you see it, you're just gonna have these tiny little 3 little uranium dots in there. It's gonna look amazing. So let's go ahead and do that now. We're going to put these little dots in here. I'm going to add a few more than normal, though. There we go. Just a little fiery guy signature there. All right, so we put the little uranium dots on there. It's for the little seedlings. Well, it's not going to glow uranium, but you can see it's kind of like little tiny green dots. All right, let's go. We're going to start off by making the petals. We're going to do the first 3. I'm going to change it up a little bit right now. I see a few little corrections I could do on these. We're going to implement that right now. Let's go ahead and start it off. I'm going to do the first 3. And we're going to grab that. But this one, we're going to kind of curve it a little bit in the beginning. Okay. I'm not so sure about that. Let's take a look. I don't know. Yeah, it actually does kind of look cool now. I just wanted the first one kind of curved. Bring it out. And one more, and I'll show you the progress where we're at. Let's go ahead and add the third little petal here. A little bit right there. This one petal's just giving me problems, aren't you? Okay. All right, we got the first three on. The next three are going to be the ones where it really defines the piece. Bring it over to the side. So we're starting off, got the little green in there. You can kind of see it existing in there, just very faint. And we got the 3 petals on right now. Now we have to add the next 3 and really blend it in there super nice. Let's do it. I'm so happy with this. Here we go. This is a big squish because this petal has to be a lot bigger. So I figured out yesterday, need to move it just a little bit differently here. Technically, this might be one of those ones where you could build them ahead of time. Get a little better look on it, but I'm not so sure about that. Okay, there we go. 2 more to go. We're definitely going to silver fume this, but I think I'm going to add gold to the blue. We're going to really go full bore on it. Full send, make it look amazing, I hope. So this is the problem in here. You don't want to have it touch, but you want it as close as freaking possible. So we want to get it within like a millimeter or 2. And one more. This is looking already way better. I had a glassblower message me yesterday and said, that doesn't look like mine. I'm like, yeah, I hope so. Hope not. Hope it doesn't look like yours. We all have our own style. Here we go. There we go. Okay, so let's bring it over to the side view, and we're going to start getting ready to color this thing. All right, so there we are. We have the base built out. Got the little uranium in there. I don't think it's going to glow real bright yet, the uranium. We're going to add the colors now, and then we're going to turn this into a full-blown sculpture. Let's go ahead and do the blue, or the silver on here. So this next part is going to be adding pure silver onto the glass by vaporizing it. It's a process called fuming, and it essentially makes the metal lighter than the flame, and it'll travel up. Like the nanoparticles of the silver are going to become lighter than the flame. And the flame will carry those particles up to the glass. And in that process, it'll completely coat the glass in silver. Let's go ahead and do that now. It's a very fast process sometimes when I can find my silver. Where did my silver go? Well, we can use a little bit. I got silver residue on here. It's fine. So we're just coating it up. Where is my silver? I know I have a chunk in here. All right. Got to squeeze it out somewhere in here. If I was silver, there you are. Hello, beautiful. Couldn't find my silver for a second. There it is. And poof. Now it's doing its thing. Took a minute. So there we are. We have the silver coated on it. Now, it doesn't look all that impressive because the lighting isn't super on there, but look at that now. So now we added the silver. We got that very nice silver plating. Let's take it and transform this thing into amazing. So this isn't remelting or anything. It's just kind of melding that silver in there. I'm going to bring it back out. It's going to look very chromy. That's the best way I could describe it, is kind of chromy. But look at those greens coming out now. This by itself is a total art form. All right, let's grab some gold. I hope I have enough. If not, I'm pulling some out. Ooh. I do have gold, lots of it. All right, let's pop that back in. I'll show you the end result. Is this gold, really? I got to make sure. Yeah, it looks gold. Yep. All right, so we should get different colors bouncing through right now. Very, very chromy looking, right? Almost doesn't even look like glass anymore. Let's go ahead and meld that in. Got a little crack down here. Hold on, I got to fix this or it's going to crack right off. The stem itself is cracked, not the flower. All right. Just had to fix that up. All right, let's take a look at it. We got it kind of melted in. This is kind of like a little science on here. This is half the battle is the color. I really want this to look awesome because it's going to be the first one. It's definitely the first one. Oh, there's the pinks coming out. You can see the pink coming out now, that purple pink. We got the gold popping in there. Yeah, that's badass. And of course, you guys know the borax is coming. And here we go. Ooh. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, that's beautiful by itself. Watch. Oh, damn it. Hold on. Let me get this light working. My flashlight's having a hard time. There we go. There we are. Now we got all those colors bouncing through. Maybe if I just hold it upside down. There we go. Yeah, that definitely has some kick-ass colors in it. Let's pop this in to the kiln. Yeah, that has a ton of color to it. All right, let's move these guys out of the way temporarily. Okay, and if you're interested in the vase with the 2 roses, let me know. I'll let Stephanie know to put these up. I don't know if they'll both fit. Nope. So you get both roses, but you can change it out. So a little mini vase with the flower. This is like the intended set. Like that. So that is the intended set. All right, so let's get this project done. We're gonna build my standard, which is the hummingbird sculpture for it. But we're gonna do it. No. Yeah, we're going to use not that one. There we go. So we're going to build this into a full hummingbird sculpture. Yep, side view. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. There we go. Thank you, Groves. So since this is going to be the first one of this sculpture, we're going to go full in with it. Which means we're going to blend in a hummingbird color for the body. We're not going to use the standard white frit. We're going to actually do a full-blown color version. We are going to add a little bit of white to it, but we're also going to blend a secondary color. Okay, a little bit of white. And where is my shimmer? There you are. We're going to add this in here. We're going to do a full color version here. And then what would it be without uranium? Uranium? Yep. There's a little blue on here. Let's throw that in there. Okay, so we got enough colors blended in here. We're going to go ahead and drill mix them up and then turn this into a cool ass hummingbird. That actually kind of hurt right there. My side is still hurting from when I took a fall from Fritz. I definitely bruised a rib or ribs. All right, here we go. All right, there we go. We're all blended. All right, let's go ahead and get the hummingbird body built. Let's pull this a little bit off here. It's a little clear on that. I do not want that off. Happy Sunday, everybody. Hope you all are doing good. Why am I using a drill? Because it spins a hell of a lot faster than me. Okay, we're going to grab that. So we just have to shape this out a little bit. There we go. So we're going to take our time with this. I want it to look super epic. So I'm going to take my time building it. All right, so what I'm shaping right here is the body and the head. So this will be the tail, the back end of the bird. Pretty quick here. Okay, let's get this rounded off there. A little too much. All right. So here we go. Let's punch it in a minute because we're going to be building the bird, so it's going to take a minute for it to get this completed. So we'll go ahead and bring this up and bring in the view a little bit for you guys. Not that far away. How's this one? Nope, too close. All right, go back to this one. There we go. There we go. A little bit closer. Okay, so here comes the tail portion. You guys will notice the bird body is a little different than my normal. I'll bring it over to the side. That way you guys can see the color that was made too. We'll bring it over here. There. So there's the color we have going for the bird itself. It's going to look a lot better when it cools off, but gives you that nice greeny bird view there. And I think we're going to do my favorite. Amber purple for the wings and tail. And we're going to enhance the heck out of it with some color. There we go. Getting the hiccups. Smooth that in. Ooh, that's hot. Hot tamale. Damn it, I had to say tamale. I miss tamales. There was a place in California that this lady made them. Wasn't an official restaurant, but she made them, and then you could go buy them out of this warehouse of all places. They were the best tamales on the planet. All right, side view. So there's the tail starting out. Okay, why are you not focusing? There we go, camera. Again, these colors are going to pop out later, but I want you to see the detail in the tail feathers there. We got it all fanned out. These colors are going to look amazing together. Now, because we're doing a full sculpture, I am not going to be putting a hook on it. So we're going to be attaching a little spot on the bottom of the belly here. And then this will be the spot where I attach it to the actual sculpture. But for right now, this just allows me to finish the whole bird. Got to separate it a little bit. All right, we're good. So now we got the body, the tail, and we're going to add the wings. Now I kind of want to give this an in-flight look. So we're going to have to change the wings from normal. We're going to kind of give it a little bit of a semi-in-flight look. So that means instead of up, they're more out. Fuse that up. Definitely have to pull this chunky monkey off here. Save that for later. All right, let's take a look at where we're at. Again, I'm taking my time with this guy. Okay, this is going to be a longer project than normal. But now you can see the wings are, see how they're more angled outward than my normal wing on that aspect. So now we got wing number 1 done. Let's pop wing number 2 on. And go from there. All right. Now we'll go back to side view, and we got the 2 wings going on. And it doesn't look like much till we actually get the dang eyeballs and the beak on. Okay, we're looking good. Pop some eyeballs on here. Nope. I got to move an eyeball. Eyeball was off. There we go. All right, so now we got bird all completed. We're going to color it up in a little bit. Notice it's a little different than my normal bird. Let's see if we can get the wings to pop out a little bit. Got to warm it up. I better pull out the bottom view for this, sorry. So we're warming it up right now. This is going to allow me to enhance the wing colors. Okay, come back to the side view. Let's get these wings looking good. So what happens on this particular color is we heat and cool the wing down. And the more you heat it and cool it, the darker the color gets and the better it looks. So we're going to bring it out here. You're going to see it start transforming as we start making it. And you're going to start to see these purples, blues, and stuff coming out right now. So keep an eye on that color. It's going to transform again. And here we go. We're going to do it again. We're going to get some better colors bouncing through it. This particular color is called a striking color. It means it strikes into different colors via the flame. And it takes a little while to learn to control this sucker. But once you master it down, you can see the colors start really popping out. We're going to do it one more time here and get it just a little bit more enhanced. About the time it takes me to show you is about the time it needs to cool off a little bit. So it works out good for both of us. And here we go. That's about as much as I'm going to push it right now. But now we got those beautiful colors popping out. The beak and the tail will do the same thing, but there's our bird ready to go. All right, let's pop out to the normal view. Here we go. Okay, so this is where we're going to change it all up again. We're going to actually build a full flower ensemble for it. So this will have vines and everything bouncing off of it. In order to do that, we're going to use a thicker glass, pull it down into the vines, and go from there. I'm going to see if I got a little piece of it somewhere in here that's a smaller section. I don't see a small version. Anywhere nearby, which means I will probably have to cut one. And that's okay. Right about there. So we're going to cut this off here. Here we are. We're going to separate this. I got to do my TikTok captcha. Apparently TikTok still thinks I'm, not doing my thing. There we go. No, I could not make a mail truck. Nope. Yeah, that would not be something for me. I do know someone that does kind of make mail trucks, though. Very small versions of them. If you want her number or her contact info, I can get it for you. She makes little cars and stuff. But definitely not my avenue. But she could. She could absolutely. Okay, so we're going to attach a little rod here. And then I'm going to attach one to the other side here. Then we're going to heat this up and form it into a little bendy sculpture here. Okay, let's go ahead and grab it here. Fuse that on. We're definitely going to need a larger flame. All right. Let's go ahead and get this thing warmed up. This might be a bit long, but it's all right. Maybe I got a little overly ambitious there. I can always cut some off. All right. Let me make sure I don't have someone keeps bugging me here. Okay. Not important. Okay, let's check the flower. This is the flower that is going to be working with. I'll just bring it out for you for a second so you guys can see it. If you missed it earlier, this is the flower we're doing. It's freaking awesome. Got these beautiful colors transitioning through. Almost doesn't look like glass, right? Actually, I forgot I can hold it upside down. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and grab it. Or not. Okay, different tool. Different set of holders. Ah, much better. Actually, I can say that. Okay, we just have to trim it up a little. Just got to make sure this weld is super good on here. I hate non-blended welds. Don't you do it. All right, one little spot here and it should be good. Bend it over a little bit. Got it right. All right, let's get that. Frost up on them? No. All right, there we are so far. We got to get the hummingbird ready. Okay, let's go ahead and grab this. How's everybody doing? Sorry, I haven't been able to catch the chat too much. Kind of hyper focused on this piece right now. After I get done with this, we'll do some normal stuff and I can focus on chat a little bit more. Right now, I just want to build this really cool piece, I think. Okay. Yep, I broke it. Well, shit the bed, Fred. Yeah. All right, whatever disaster do I have all over the place? Dun, dun, dun. Let me just get all this crap out of here before it melts something that it shouldn't. Bye-bye. Petal there. Any other crappy little pieces around? All right. Well, at least I got that. Well, I might as well put the damn bird on. I'm going to pop another flower on here for sure. Come on. Fuse on. All right. Got that on there. All right, let's burn that off. Well, at least we got a bird on. All right, let's see here. Side view. All right, we'll get another flower belt. Pop it on there. Man, that's hard to even fit in the camera. Anyway, let's get this flower built. Attempt number 2. And normal view. Yeah, that sucked. But it happens. I don't know if I want to do blue again now. Now I'm debating whether I should do a different color, if that was meant to be a different color. Let's have black rifle. I'm wondering if we should do a different color now, gold and silver. Yeah. I'm going to do gold and silver. Okay, I need to find... All right, you'll be good. We're still going to do the uranium on there, though. All right, let's go for it. When that crap happens, it is a bummer. Can't be mad, though. It happens. That's part of the job. If you get mad at that, don't do this job. Don't even begin to think about doing it if you get really mad. So what happened there is I was bringing it out and my kiln door slid down and hit it. And that crap happens. But it just meant that maybe this needed to be a different color. All right, here we go. We're going to pull this one down. Oh, no, a little bit fatter up there. Okay, let's pull this down. Okay, let's grab some uranium. We're going to pop that in the front again. Like these little uranium dots on here. So that's the nice part about watching live stream. Can't edit that out. Lauren, thank you so much for the jewels. I appreciate it. All right, let's get this one done. Let's make it look good. Yeah, thank you, Lauren. Or Lance, I'm sorry. Lance, thank you for the jewels. I said Lauren. Lance, thank you very much. That helps my live stream a tremendous amount. I really appreciate that. Good night, Colleen. All right, let's get this done. Guess it just gives me more practice on the tulips, right? What's up, Dale? How you doing? You missed it. Yeah, I broke a piece. That's all good, though. You can go back and watch the replay. Oop. All right, let's do this. All right, we're looking fantastic, actually. All right, let me show you progress where we're at. Oh, why is it doing that? There. So this is the beginning. So we got the first 3 petals on for the tulip. Now we're going to add the next 3. Oh, thank you, Jeffrey. It looks good when it lives. Tiffany, thank you so much. Thank you for the jewels. That definitely helps. Melissa, thank you for the jewels. That helps me so much on this live stream. It kicks the numbers up. When you guys send those jewels across, that really helps. It's not mandatory, just thank you. All right, let's go a little bit wider on these petals. Okay. So I'm trying to keep this little, I'm going to show you after we get done with this. I'm trying to keep these little frosty sections in here. I might cover a tutorial on how to do this later. Not tonight. But there's a way to keep this little frosty stuff in here. And I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Actually, I like this better. Maybe this was the reason why. Maybe it needed to be this way. All right. Bring it out to the side view. So see those little frosty looks in that petal? How it looks kind of frosty in there? I like that look for a natural flower look on some stuff. It just kind of makes it look natural. That little frosty right in there. There's a technique for that, and it's kind of fun and cool. Like I said, I just don't have time to go over it right now. All right, let's warm this up. We're going to silver fume it, then gold fume it. All right, let's get the silver on here. Really nice. It's a very fast process. So I'm going to go over this a little bit. This I will go over a little. So you can see it added color. Like that. Now we're going to change this color with just the flame right now. More oxygen and more propane change the difference. So right now I added more propane, and look at how it just changed. That's just by changing the flame chemistry with the silver and how it reacts. See how much different that is? This is literally a science by itself. This process is a science. Okay, one last look at it, and then we're going to gold fume it. Damn it. There. So yeah, you can see it totally changed. Let's grab the gold and see what we do from there. Hello, Mr. Gold. All right, let's go. Let's melt that in there a little bit, see what we got. Chris, thank you for the jewels. Melissa, thank you for the jewels. I appreciate that. All right, let's see where we're at. Almost doesn't look like glass anymore, huh? Then when you see it through this angle, it totally changes. So this is how it looks through sunlight. And then a natural light coming on it this way totally changes it. All right, let's throw a little borax on. I don't know if I should throw borax on here, but we're going to do it anyway. I won't know till you guys see it either. You're going to see it real time with me. There. Damn it. This light's having a button malfunction. Yeah, I kind of like that. What do y'all think? More gold or leave it? What do you think? Leave it or more gold? I'll let you guys vote. I'm going to warm it up real quick. Can I reuse the broken glass? I can turn it to frit. All right now I'm just warming it up. All right, got a lot of leave it. We're going to leave it. Sound like I'm talking to Fritz. Leave it. Leave it, Fritz. All right, let's go. We're gonna give this a bendy and attach it again. Now, the nice thing is it's going to allow me to change the shape a little. I think I'm going to be able to improve this a tiny bit. Let's see how we're looking. Let's not bang it out of the kiln this time. All right, let's bring it out to the long view at the moment. Sorry, I should have done that in the beginning. So there we are so far. It's really hard to show this thing, man. I didn't realize how hard it is. So there we are so far, way out. So we got that right like that. There's a little more work I have to do to it. We're not quite done yet. So that'll get mounted in one of these acrylic vases like the dolphins. Hold on 1 second here. Okay. I kind of sketched this out, so I have an idea for it, and I sketched a little bit with it. So we're going to go ahead and start doing the rest of it real quick. Do I have any shorties? Here we go. So yeah, we're gonna add a little bit to it. Okay, there we are. So I want to add these little vines to it, like a flat vine, like the tulips actually have. So that's kind of what I'm looking to shoot on here. So we're going to make 2 flat vines for it. What's up, Charlie? How you doing? All right, here we go. Now, sometimes we have trolls, and then we got a bunch of fanboys in here. The mods know who the fanboys are. And I don't mean it to be derogatory towards anybody but them. Not derogatory, but... They get really angry when you call them a fanboy. All right, here we go. And by the way, thank you, mods, for everything. I sincerely appreciate each and every one of you for stepping up and helping. I'm going to talk to Stephanie, and we had talked about it before, but I want to kind of, I need to message each one of you as a group, or we need to do a group. If one of the mods wants to put together a, I don't know, some type of group chat. And it's nothing bad. I have things I want to do for you guys and say thank you. I just don't. I have to put it together. But I'm not very organized. I'm like as organized as, bad. Okay, let's grab this here. I wish I was organized. I really wish I was. I'm not. I know my weaknesses. let's go. We got to flatten this out. So we're going to create these little simulated vines. Vine. There we go. We got that there. Let's go ahead and get this built so we can flatten it. Use a little flattener here. You know what? I could probably flip this upside down. Let's get a view of that. There we go. Okay, we're going to take this and then we're just going to squish it a little. We're going to grab this here. We're going to burn it off down here. There. Now I've got all this PTSD about bringing this piece out of the kiln. We got one more to go. There we go. Okay, one more to go. We got these little vines popping. I know it's really hard to see, damn it. We're going to get it done. One more to go. And here we go. Okay, where was I at here? Why are you doing that? Okay. We're looking good though. Okay, let's bring this down. We're going to go ahead and flatten this out, do the same thing with a vine or leaf, whatever you want to call it. So this is what it looks like before we start. We just kind of flatten into a semi-teardrop shape. Nothing exotic, just kind of like a little boop. Then we just take it and reshape it. We're going to pull, bend, swoop. Now this one I don't want stretch marks in or like frosty looks too. So this is where we keep it super smooth. I'm actually going to pull this off a little up here. Go ahead and detach here. Take it out very carefully. Okay, this is going to be a little scary, but it's going to be okay. All right, we're good. All right. I wish I could show it to you a little bit better than that, but hey. There we go. We got the hummingbird with the flower. Now that'll get mounted into the acrylic base, like I said. I'll bring it over to the side. Hopefully you guys get a little bit of a view for it. So it's got to get mounted in that way. Got the beautiful flower going, the bird. It's all lined up really nice. Got the little vines down there. It should look pretty awesome. Man, I don't have a damn window for this. This pisses me off. All right, I need a new camera view. Anyway, it looks awesome. I need a new camera view. I got 5 cameras. You figure I could make one work, right? It's going to look badass. That piece is going to be epic. It's my first one like that. So it's kind of like, it's a nice first one. I'm pretty happy with it. And you guys wonder why I can't sleep at night. All right. Let's do something that we can do pretty quick and awesome. Let's make a dicro uranium marble. Let's do something really fun. Let's grab a nice piece of dichroic here. Oh, you are my huckleberry. So this is dichroic glass. It is an amazing type of glass. This is what it looks like when we start off. So it has this really like mirrored finish to it without my fingerprints. Now we're going to turn that into uber sparkles. All right, let's grab some. I'm hoping I have 10 millimeter here. I do. Please tell me I have one small chunk of it somewhere. Just one little baby chunk of it somewhere. I do not. Damn it. Oh, well. Oh, yeah. You might work. So we're going to make an uber marble right now. Yeah, dicro is freaking awesome. Thank you, Bale. Yeah, your dicro is awesome, Bale. You got one of the better ones. Oh, they're all cool, but... nothing leaves here that is in bad shape. Oh, you're muted. I'm so sorry. Well, I'm glad you brought your mom. Hello, Mom. How you doing? All right. So this is the tricky part. We have to encase this dicro. Now, the way I do it, a lot of people freak out at. They're like, you're doing it wrong. And I'm not. Here we go. I'll show you that this looks really cool. Before we turn it to super sparkle, it has a really neat effect to it. I really like it like this. And I like making jewelry out of this. For my glass blowers on here that are the people that are normally with me, especially members on YouTube or subscribers on TikTok, we're going to go over how to get some of this dicro cheap and be able to turn it to sellable items. Stay. Because you're missing out a huge opportunity to do that. Okay, so we're gonna. That's the. Look at that rainbow. And we got the rainbow in there. All right, we're gonna take that and turn it to awesome. But we're gonna do it with. Do I have a short cobalt background? I do. How do you join? Got to be either a member or probably membership on YouTube. I'm not going to do any subscribers on TikTok right now. I don't encourage it until they get their stuff fixed. I've had subscribers on TikTok and they like change all the rules, and it's very frustrating. All right, let's get this all twisted up. So I'm going to have the membership on YouTube where we'll go over member stuff. And hopefully my Discord will get that finalized, like fixed up. We actually built a pretty badass Discord. All right, we got to separate this a little bit. Oh, maybe I don't. Actually, that worked out. Bonus. I thought that was going to mess up for sure. That's a nice little happy bonus. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the dolphins I made a while ago. I like making dolphins. I'm pretty good at making manatee too, but not a lot of people know what the hell a manatee is. Florida people do. But I think my favorite sea life item is the hammerhead shark. Hammerhead shark is my favorite thing to make, sea life wise. That and the jellyfish. I know, manatees are awesome. All right, so we're creating this magnifying window for the dicro. Yeah, this is going to be a very, very, very nice sparkle. Yeah, this is going to be a pretty epic sparkle. Short. Ah, perfect. Now, let me show you before we go too far. Maybe I can show you the sparkle a little bit. Let me see if we can get the sparkle looking. Thank you, Kyle. All right, here's the side. Now we're going to bring it out. I don't know how much sparkle is going to actually come out of it, but you can kind of see it starting to develop in there. Dichroic's a little weird. When it's super hot, the color doesn't show up. When it cools off, the color looks amazing. But right now, it just looks kind of fuzzy white. You can see a little blue in there. But hopefully, once we get a little bit more of this background on here, you'll see a little bit more popping out. But this particular dicro and this brand, it's weird. While it's hot, it doesn't show up. And then you get done making it and look at it the next day, and it's completely bright. I wish they still made this dicro, though. They don't make this. This company doesn't exist anymore. If I had the money, I'd buy their equipment and their formula. All right, so we're adding the blue on the background here. I should have probably punched up the camera. I'm sorry. It's pretty far out there. Do I make my own glass? Some glass I do make, yes. So like the glow-in-the-dark glass, I make. Not the uranium, the actual glow-in-the-dark glass, I make myself. And there are a few colors that I do make. That's another thing I'm probably going to implement in the school and membership, is how to make your own color. It's not super easy, but anybody can do it. You don't need a lot of super exotic equipment. Okay, here we go. We're getting this nice and melded in. All right, this is going to be a decent sized marble. It's not going to be monster, but it's going to be bigger. I'm not even going to try and say that it's going to be small. All right, let's get this. I got to get rid of this gap, though. Before we go too far, there's a big gap between the color and the clear. And I have to get that welded in before we go any further. Or we create these big old air bubbles. There we go. And we don't want no bubbles. All right. So this is the cobalt part of the marble. The top part has the dicro and the clear. We're going to add a lot of clear and super magnify this. And I'm going to try and make it so amazing that you won't know which side to show this marble from. The top or the back end. There won't be any back end. Color side or dicro side. I want it to look so awesome you can't decide which one you want to display it as. All right, let's bring this out to side view. Then we'll change into the little bit closer view real quick. All right, we might get some color through it this time. Oh, a little bit coming through, finally. So there's all the sparkles going on. A little too bright. There. You can see some of those blues coming out. The gold hasn't come out yet, but it will. All right, let's magnify the hell out of this. And we're going to pop up to a closer view. And 3, 2, 1. There we go. Sorry, you have to look at my mug a little closer now. What's up, Mama Kelly? All right. Yeah, wait till this marble gets going. I'm excited. This will look good. This is the trick to the marble, adding a lot of clear. All right, here we go. Big old flame. Turn on the after. I should call that the afterburner. We should call this flame the afterburner. I'm doing good, Mama Kelly. I'm doing good, Kelly. Woo, it's getting warm. All right, here we go. So we're going to keep this clear up here now, and we're going to start working on this back end, or it's not really going to be the bottom. It'll be depend on how you want to make this marble displayed. There we go. Get rid of that. Okay, first things first, we're definitely going to pop some electrum on here. Electrum is a liquid metal looking glass. And it's absolutely an amazing color. What's up, Christy? How you doing, Christy? All right, let's go ahead and get this electrum on there. How did Alan finish out? I don't know. I don't know what Alan is. All right, we got all that on. Can I make acorns? I bet you I could make an acorn. No, this marble is not claimed. Oh, alien. I haven't finished the alien. We didn't get around to it. I still have the alien head here. I have to do the UFO for it. I haven't done that guy. We got caught up. So there we have the electrum spinning around there. Now it doesn't look like much right now. I'm just showing you the coil. You can see that dicro starting to pop out in there, that bluish. Okay, let's go ahead and give this thing some happiness here. We're going to use some slime. This is going to be a weird combo. I've never used slime and electrum before. Okay, we're going to bring that down there. Two more. All right, let me show you what we got going on so far. So we got the electrum, we got the slime on here, and this is the pattern so far. That liquid metal is very dark right now. Just wait till you see what we do with it. Okay, where is my amber purple? So we're going to part amber purple next to it on top of the electrum. One more little bit here. Got to cover that up just a little bit. There. Okay. Now, you know I can't leave well enough alone, so we're going to have to throw some uranium on there. We're going to do the uranium a little bit different. Okay, I need more uranium. I'm out. If I were uranium, I would be up right there some. All right, so we're fully encased with the uranium. So the next thing I want to do, though, is I want to go over the uranium with clear or another color maybe that will allow the uranium to pop out but still look cool. So you can see the uranium, the amber purple, and that slime going. It's just showing you temporary. Do I have any colors up here I'd be good with? Not really. Oh, you know what? We are going to do a little different. We're going to throw amber purple on top of the uranium, make it two different colors. Because uranium will pop out underneath the amber purple. And it looks actually kind of cool. By the way, if you guys are interested, we did put new stuff up on the fieryguy.com. If you are interested in anything, now would be the time to grab it. Some of that, we have like a couple of the skull marbles available. Well, thank you, Kelly. Hey, Terry, thank you for the jewels on YouTube. All right, so I'm going to show you where we're at, and then we're going to make this design actually work really well. So right now we just got a bunch of color bouncing around and kind of semi-organized but disorganized look here. All right. Now we're going to spin this thing up and make it look amazing from here. So the trick is we got to superheat it and then spin it up. So we got to get it uber hot. And for that, I am going to need a nice solid punty rod. Let's separate this real quick. Okay, let's Uber this up. Oh, you ordered the lights? Oh, good, Mama Kelly. The slime does not glow in the dark. I wish it did. The uranium does, but the slime does not. I can make the slime kind of glow if I do a uranium slime mixture. Cynthia, thank you for the jewels. Quincy, thank you for the jewels as well. Appreciate you. Yeah, I wish the slime glowed. It looks like it should. All right, let's turn on the afterburner real quick. I'm going to pop this back out for a second so you guys can see the full effect. Oh, okay, that's going to have to be a little... Thank you for joining the Spark. Nostromo. I'm going to have to figure your name out there because my dyslexia is kicking my butt. If you could type in chat a good name for you that I could say easily, I would be very appreciative. What's up, Mike? All right, so we got the afterburner on right now. So right now, the whole thing on this is I want it to kind of get... maybe I should show you on the side view. This is kind of a cool effect that happens on here. So in order to get these things to spiral correctly... Firecraz, thank you for that. That makes me happy. I appreciate you saying that. So what I'm trying to do is get this to kind of drip down like that. So we're elongating it a little bit. And what that does is it allows me to kind of blend this up a little more. Oh, wrong one there. Really? I just did that again. Okay, so what we do is we grab it here. I'm going to pull it in a little closer for this next part because you guys want to see this up. I want to see it a little closer here. We're actually going to zoom in just a touch more. Right there. See, now you can see the lines in there. We're going to make it so you can see it a little better. So after it's elongated, we're going to push it back together. As I'm pushing it back together, it's going to start twisting up. And we're going to get a beautiful little spiral in here. I don't know if you can see that. It should start showing up right about now. You start to see that spiral taking place. This is definitely on the different spectrum. And I'm going to show you my favorite part about this here in just a second. See, a lot of people try to go where the clear and the color meet up there. They want this really, really clean line. You can do it, but I don't like it as much. It doesn't look organic. I like my stuff to look organic. Like it just came out of the movie Avatar or something. There we go. This is big. Damn it. I knew it was going to be bigger, but not this big. It's all right. It's okay. All right, let's bring it out so you guys get a good view. Side view. There we go. Oh, look at that hot shot. Let's get it hot again. Let's do that again. I feel like Gladiator. Are you not entertained? Little Russell Crowe there. And then it starts cooling down. All right, let's see what we got going. I told you that would be beautiful. Now the end we have to get. We have to kind of button that up a little. It's not organized right there. But now you can start to see some of those colors bouncing through. Yeah, this one's beautiful, this design. Yeah, we're doing a marble right now. We just finished a tulip and hummingbird piece earlier, which is pretty awesome. I ended up breaking it originally on accident. But as I tell people, at least you know I'm real. I know, almost an Easter egg right now. I can't make Easter eggs, though. Actually, I probably can on YouTube. TikTok removed my Easter eggs. Although there's new owners, so maybe they'll allow it this time. They said my Easter eggs were offensive to other cultures. So they removed him. It's like, whatever. It's an egg. Oh, I forgot. Oh, maybe I'll just do it this way. See? There we go. Little hot shot. You can see. Well, that just doesn't show the swirls as well, does it? Yeah, that's the problem. We got that. And there we go. See, now we're all puntied up there with a beautiful spiral. Got the colors bouncing through. It's going to look really amazing here in just a little bit. Yeah, wait till we get this one done. Oops, almost fell off my ass right there. I know, they're eggs. But yeah, they took them down. I'm sure someone reported it. All right, let's go ahead and get this rounded out. Okay, let's get this all blended in. And again, I like that organic transfer between the clear and the color. I don't like that sharp line. Sometimes I do, but for this, no. Okay, so we're going to bring it into the mold here. I should probably change the camera view. So you guys get a nice mold. There we go. So we're going to be coming into these molds here. These are half domes of graphite, basically high density pencil lead. Graphite is one of the few materials that will not stick to glass. So you could literally take a little stick of graphite, insert it into the glass, and it will not stick ever. All right, here we go. Wow. I do like this. And you guys haven't even seen the dicro. Fritz is doing fantastic. I bought Fritz a little Bigfoot. I bought Fritz a Bigfoot toy. So he's hella happy. He likes his Bigfoot. And I got him glow-in-the-dark balls. So he's got these glow-in-the-dark balls. He loves those things because he can... I don't know if he can see them like better. I know dogs have a different vision than us. But he's like obsessed with the glow-in-the-dark balls now. I was like, that's my boy. No, no squeaky. Hell no. No squeakies. Yeah, if you need tools, you got to talk to Dragonfly. Yeah, no squeakies. That dog would not let me sleep if he had squeaks. All right. So we got this going. So while I'm showing you guys the side view here, I want to take a moment to say thank you to both everybody on TikTok and everybody on YouTube. I truly appreciate you hanging out with me on my live streams. It really, really is super awesome for me to be able to do this and be in the public and have fun. So thank you for hanging out with me, to everybody that's watching, even the trolls. Oh, I have tried the Fritz loves the glow in the dark. But I just wanted to take a moment, and say thank you everybody for hanging out with me. It's super awesome. It makes my life a lot better. Being able to come out here, hang out with all of you. It's really cool. So genuinely, thank you. We are one of the most rapid growing channels on here too. It's insane. Okay, let's bring this over, get it rounded out a little bit. Oh, this is beautiful. I can't wait till you guys see this. We're going to go ahead and punty the end up here. And then we're going to get to showing the dicro side now. Okay. I had to stretch my fingers out for a second. All right, so now we're going to finish this side off. We're going to magnify with a little bit more clear, and I'm going to show you where the dicro. Well, I appreciate that, Firecraz. Mama Kelly, thank you. And I appreciate everybody's kind messages. And thank you for all the comments on the videos. Honestly, the comments on the videos and everything we produce, the shorts, it helps my channel a lot. Just even going on and commenting. And the bigger the channel gets, the more I'm going to be able to do this. All right, let's go ahead and burn this off. I was telling Stephanie I'm learning German through audiobook or through audio. I'm learning German. And she's like, "Oh, what program are you using for learning German?" I said, "Rammstein." She didn't find it very funny. I thought it was hilarious. Thank you, Mama Kelly. Nathaniel, thank you so much for the jewels over there. Okay, so this is kind of that egg shape we're at right now. We're pretty close to finishing this off. But I want to show you from side view. You can kind of see that dicro popping in there. This is the mini galaxy. Now there's going to be like several colors in there when it cools off. But right now we got that kind of galaxy look going. If I take the light away, you can start to see the blues coming out. There will be gold, blue, and a little green in here. There's the bluish. Well, now it's turning pink. But anyway. Gross, thank you for all the gifts. All right, let's get this round. We're just getting these little kinks out of it. Okay, not quite in there. We're going to have to use this one. All right, this side is smooth. We're going to have to work on the rod I have attached to the marble. That side, we're going to have to work in there a little more because right now it's not quite round. I thought it was pretty round, but now that we got this part round, that's not looking round. It's very egg-shaped. So we're going to have to do 2 reversals on here. Reversals are where I put a rod on one end and smooth out the other. And there's not a single flaw on that side. I'm pretty happy. You can see that blue and pink coming through right now. It's not close yet, though. That's just a partial view of it. That dicro is going to be popping when it cools off. All right, here we go. Got to reverse it one more time. All right, we got that nailed down. We got to round this side out, let it cool. I figure you guys get a different view here. So that's through the filter. So this side does have a filter on it, has a didymium filter. So it filters out some of the light. And that's why I kind of like showing it every once in a while on this side, because you can get a different view. Let's go ahead and pull this chunk off here. Uh-oh. Okay. Get rid of that. Not do that again. Just trying to keep that little center in there. We got to spiral it up just a little more now. All right. I may have to redo a little bit more than I wanted on here. Yeah. There we go. Sorry, the perfectionist is in me right now. So we're going to bring it out here and filter it in. Look how good that filter works on this side. You guys got a beautiful view of that. All right, there we go. So I'm going to show you what I'm looking at. For those of you that are new, I'm going to point out what I'm looking for when I check these marbles to see if they're round. For those of you that have been with me for a while, you know exactly where I'm going, hopefully. So one of the things I pay attention to is watch the reflection of the lights off the ceiling there. As I'm rotating it around, especially right in here, you're going to see it warp like that. As those lights are warping up and down, that tells me it's not round. So like right in there, it's definitely not round. And those are the little points I'm looking for right there. So when I look like I'm trying to pay attention, that I really am. There's the little spiral we have going. The amber purple's starting to kick in. Yeah, that view's nice. It keeps it really clean. So right now we're just going to get this round. I just have a little bit of, put a little bit of heat in it. Use a small mold. Won't take long. And then this marble will be all done. Oh, this is a gorgeous freaking marble. I can already tell you it's gorgeous. If it wasn't, it'd end up in the water bucket. And people would know I'm serious about that. I will toss it in the water bucket if I think it's awful. Okay, here we go. All right, we're at the molten state, so we're just going to kind of round it out a little bit. Main thing when you go to do this is you do not want to force the glass. You don't want to push it in. You don't want to force it. You just let the weight of the glass do all the work for you. It will do everything for you. You don't have to muscle it, nothing. That's the thing about glass that I have found to be very, very true. It is gender neutral in the fact that I don't care if you're male or female, you have the same opportunity to do this. You don't have to be a bodybuilder to do this. You know, everybody is capable. Okay. I'd definitely like to see more women in this, though. It is definitely male-dominated. All right, here we go. We are looking fan-frickin-tastic. Oh, probably Mama Kelly. Oh, I definitely sell marbles. You bet I sell the marbles. You think I wouldn't be able to keep them all? I would love to, but I can't. So what you're not seeing here is the beauty of that amber purple. Well, maybe. It's starting to pop out, but it's not there yet. It's going to have purples and blues. There's a color in there that you can't see right now. After it sits in the kiln for a while, you'll see it later. But right now, it's just missing. If you would like me to show you an example of what it looks like, right after I finish this marble, type 1 in the chat and I'll do a brief tutorial that'll take like 2 minutes on how amber purple works. And that's the base color that's in the bottom down here. It's kind of a trippy thing, but I don't want to do something people don't care about. Ooh. Now this is the scary part right here. And let me emphasize why it's scary. The scary part about this is this marble is barely hanging on by that stick up there where it's attached. It is attached but not fused. So it's kind of like just barely hanging on there. One bump the wrong way and off it pops. Now, it wouldn't break the marble. It wouldn't hurt the marble necessarily. But like the hot spot I'm working right here, it would dent it a little. So I'd have to pick the marble back up and reattach a rod and clean that area up via the flame. So it would suck in that respect, but it wouldn't destroy the marble. Unlike the tulip I did earlier. All right. We're almost done now. Okay, we got enough ones. Yeah, I'll explain the color. It's kind of a trippy color if you've never seen it before. It's worth it to see it once. And then if you're ever on my channel from here on out, when I say amber purple, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And what a magical color it is. Because it really is magical. I know I just dented that. There we go. All right, let's see if we got any dicro showing up. I can't get it too far away from the bench, or I'm afraid if it does fall, it'll land on a bunch of electrical wires. Okay, so the dicro's not showing up as well. You can see a little bit of that green and color coming out right now. That's when it's cooling off. Now, imagine all those little green sparkles and stuff magnified by 20 times. It'll be very, very visible. But right now, it's just now starting to redo itself right there. Okay, let's pop this off. So this is the tool that's made by Dragonfly Creation on here, one of the moderators. It is one of the best tools as a glassblower you could ever have. It's a marble holder, but it also works for ornaments. So if you're interested in doing Christmas ornaments, it's also very handy. And the way you get the marble off the stick is you grab it in here, you lock it in its place right there, and then you just tap, and then off that little part comes. We're going to bring it over here, and right in the center there, you can see a little tiny scar. We're going to fix that with the flame, and that's where the rod was stuck. Now, when you do it correctly, it leaves just a little fraction of a spot. Which that one was done correctly. Oh, there you go. Can you guys see the color? It's starting to show a little bit of dicro. Can you see the blues popping out? There we go. Now there's going to be a lot more color than that in there. That's just beginning to come back into play. Then there's the back end. Oh, there's the amber purple. Oh, yeah. So we're going to pop this in the kiln. Okay, let's go over an amber purple tutorial. I'm going to leave it on the side view, so let me make sure my front view is all set though. Okay, we're good. All right, so we're going to grab some amber purple, and we're going to do a little disc of it. Actually, let's make a leaf. We're going to make a leaf. I'm going to throw this leaf in someone's box later. Someone's going to make a purchase, and I'm going to throw one of these. I've got like 5 of them. I'm going to throw them in someone's box. All right, let's grab some amber purple. I need a nice little chunk of it. How about I clean my bench too? Holy moly. Oh, here we go. All right, I'm going to show you what it looks like, and then we're going to go over and change it. So right here, you can see a little bit of that ambery color, but this is how the rod comes to me, all clear, like this. So we're going to heat this up. We're going to make a bit of a ball. Now this will be a small leaf pendant. Okay, so we got a little ball going. I'll bring it over here so you guys can see. It's mostly transparent, right? You can see that it's pretty transparent. We're going to take that, we're going to smash it. Actually, I should probably do it this way. That way you guys can see it better. Like that. So we just created a transparent leaf. Like that. Okay? So we're going to take that leaf and we're going to elongate it a little bit. And this is going to get a little bit darker in that process. So we're going to take it out and stretch it just a little bit. Give it a small bend. Like that. Okay. Now notice the leaf got a little bit darker on its edges. Like that. We're going to take a knife and just carve in the sides a little bit. Just give it a little texture. Okay. Going to bring it back out. Now notice the leaf got, again, a little darker. Okay. Now we got a little texture on it. And here we go. So the trick is we're going to heat it up and cool it down repeatedly. Now you can see me just barely heating it. We're going to bring it out. And notice it went a lot darker, right? All right, maybe the camera won't want to focus there. So a little bit darker. We're going to do it one more time here. Okay, so we bring it back out. All right, one last time. This is it. This will be the last run of it. And this, whenever I refer to amber purple, this is the color that I'm talking about. Okay. All right, this camera's pissing me off. There we go. All right, here is the best part about this leaf. Y'all ready? I got to make sure I get it completely centered in here good. Ready? I told you it's magic. So that is the beauty of amber purple. Then you take it away, and you have that. Okay, let's go to dual stream here. We're good to go. Yeah, this is like, that's why it's my favorite color. We pop a little attachment. We're going to put a little hook on it. And there we go. So that'll be the little amber purple leaf pendant. I'm going to throw these in some people's boxes. Not guaranteed to get one, but if you get a random leaf, that's why. Yeah, it is pretty sick, actually. I really like this color. Again, one more time, you can see how it just changes. See how we got a little light purple, add a little more light to it, goes more. Yeah, I love sharing this color. I think it's a pretty incredible color. Then I'm going to bring out the tulip piece without breaking it, hopefully. So this is the guy we did earlier tonight. It's going to get mounted into an acrylic base. But we got the tulip with the hummingbird and the gold. Man, I'm having a hard time holding it. So there's the bird with the amber purple, of course, and the tulip and a little sculpture. So we're going to be parking this in an acrylic base. It is absolutely awesome. I can't wait to see this one done, like in the base. I'm super excited for that one. And we're going to park this marble way in the back. Okay. All right, back up. The boxes still on the Etsy. No, I don't think there are. Check, Chrissy. They might be. I am located in Washington. I am looking for Bigfoot. What makes glass glow in the dark? Certain materials. I don't disclose it. Okay, with that has been 3 hours of live streaming tonight. Has been an amazing night with you guys. I appreciate you. I am going to call it, though. I need to get up and move around. It's been 3 hours of streaming. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. Mods, thank you so much.